Hello YouTube, I'm RCT3. Welcome to episode 3 of Let's Build Plays RCT3 2014. And we are back, and this time we're building an entrance plaza. So, this is actually take 2, but still I decided on a theme I liked. Because my last one was a bit kind of terrible, so I pretty much restarted the whole thing. At first I thought this one was a bit bigger, then I decided against it. So, we are back and rolling. So, what we got planned? Well, I didn't really know what I was going to do. But anyway, hope you like some good old Wretch 32. But anyway, so I got going on with some new path edges. I decided to use, stick with good old, shy plants as opposed to, Moby's curved walls. Sorry, but plants are just easier to use. So, here's me just doing path edges. Yeah. But anyway, this is where things were getting a little annoying. It didn't help that for some reason on the radio I was hearing an advert for a Disney film that had one of my favourite songs of all time, Thunderstruck by AC/DC. And it was a Disney advert. What happened, you guys? Anyway, so that's third part done. Now I just did these and took a random guess at where I want to stop. Turns out I hit the nail on what I wanted pretty much perfectly. So I think I quite like this kind of shape. Well, I did. I didn't notice the colour was on these was a bit off, and I thought it was for some reason. So then I filled in the whole paths thing. I'm kind of doing silverette style. Got rid of that little thing. Then I decided to do some more paths just to wrap it up so it wasn't left behind later. So now I have this space to deal with, and I just had to decide what ride to place in the middle. I was thinking maybe going for a discus, so I tried that, but I thought it might be a little big, so I wanted to see if there's something else I had. I really need to get some CFRs, because at the moment I've got nothing at all. But, well, except for the medium Ferris wheel, I might put that someplace over. I think in the middle I'm either going to do a medium Ferris wheel or a clock tower. We'll see what happens. So I placed my discus, and, well, I tried raising it and going for a terrain thing. Then I decided against it to try this approach. So I placed it there. Then have my entrance and exit. Started raising the terrain. And then because this is me and this is Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, my indecisiveness showed up. So I was just like, actually, you know what? Well, I decided it's just a bit nah. So I got out of the terrain and plastered it and deleted the discus for the second time. Actually no, I tried the paths, but then I was just like, oh no, I did go this height. So yep, place those. I finally decided on what I wanted. But firstly I had to do the floor around the discus. And place some decent fences obviously because the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 ones are terrible. So yeah, just placing the wall bottoms, nothing too fancy. Oh no, it felt like I spent ages on this wall, but it turns out I actually kept to my usual 40-minute limit. I was quite surprised at that. Anyway, in other news, if you guys want to see the previous theme parks episodes or series, then please just click on the button that is now on your screen. Go on, just click it. You can. Why are you pausing the video so much? Stop trying to pause the video. Oh great, now you pause me again. See what I did there? Anyway, so here we go, just kind of replacing the floors, and I mean, you looked at your Skype there, didn't you? Seriously, don't look at your Skype. And again, don't look at it. Seriously. Stop it. Okay, just stop looking at your Skype. Okay, I think we're done now. Oh, for God's sake. Seriously, admit it. You looked at your Skype, didn't you? You looked at your Skype.
I was going to go easy on you.
Anyway, at least we are salvaged by some Eminem. Apologies if you don't like this, but if you don't like Eminem, then you're probably deep down you're dead inside. Or girl. But anyway, so this is where I decided I wanted more fountains. Damn, I love fountains for some reason. So I was kind of going for like a whole surrounding thing. I was wondering later if I kind of made the whole entrance plaza a little too constricted, but I kind of like the dual layer effect. So I decided to continue with it later. So I decided to try and work out if I want to say walls, but decided to go for some column bases for now. So those were going in nicely. well, you'll see how it all came together. I mean, it made it a little repetitive, but I've been seeing Roman architecture is kind of like that a lot. So, placing those, just going for 4. Then I decided to go for the column. Nope, the fences first, just so I knew what I was doing on the inside. Yeah, I mean, the inside was a little barren, and I'm going to deal with like the whole normal turnstiles and stuff in maybe episode 4 or off camera. But in other news, yes, this is July 26th as of recording date. And like I said, I wouldn't be uploading until this date or shortly afterwards, because yes, I have been rowing a lot lately. I've been, well, it hasn't been a single day for the last 8, including this. But anyway, I need to get the song on my iPhone, it's amazing. But oh well, yeah, that is me. Here we go, I'm going for columns. What is it with Romans and columns? In other news, I'm starting to get an idea of what I want to do down the whole Main Street section. I've been starting to make some plans in advance. Here was where I decided whether or not I wanted the medium pedestal, but decided the discus, well, I'd already placed it. So I stuck with the discus. Then started doing columns, and I'll admit, this is where I started having some mind changes. So, well, that was later on, but for now I was just placing muchos columns, whatever, I don't pronounce columns in Spanish, say columns in Spanish. So I placed those, I decided to go, I want some arches along my entrance. So I decided to go for this at first, but then I thought, is that really good? So I thought maybe I wanted like a cross arch fit, and I decided, hey, actually this looks pretty cool. So I started placing these everywhere. I quite liked it. It made like a little tunnel, kind of like a semi-tunnel over the fountains, but at the same time kept them open. I would obstruct the view from the outside. So I was placing these, just going along. So I was placing all the columns on the inside first, so it wouldn't get obstructed later on. So I was placing these, it was all going well. Oh, and progress was good. I had a rough idea of what I wanted. So I started placing those on the outside, and I suddenly realised, hey, wait a minute, I'm going to have to put column bases on these. So I realised and suddenly started deleting like crazy. So I realised I had to delete all my column all my columns and start again from scratch. Man, this was tedious. But anyway, I got on with it. I definitely want to feel like I want to put some. And there was iTunes being its usual helpful self in no way whatsoever. I hate whenever QuickTime Apple does that. But so anyway, I was just deleting all my columns for the. So here we are back at the start again. So back into my column into the antique world, and this time I actually knew I was going to get it right. So here we go. In some lower columns, leaving one H empty for the roof, the column tops. Then I complete the inside layer with the outside now with the free highs, and then realised I missed the stairs. Yeah, I will do this turnstiles at some point. I'm just not going to leave it. I'm not just going to leave it like open. But anyway, so here we go. Yeah. So placing those down, then went for these columns. I decided I was going to do kind of two layers columns, like have slightly different column tops on the inside and outside. So I was placing these nicely. All was going well. And then I moved on to the inside layer with slightly different column tops. As you can see, it's more square. So this is coming along nicely. All my arches were looking good. And placed the last one of those, and I was like, yay, save game. Let's stop my laptop. But don't worry, by this time my laptop was baking. But I'm actually considering doing next year's series in like January or something, so it's cooler, I can work faster and for longer periods of time without my laptop frying. So I was placing these. Obviously the breeze roofs. Why are they called that? I have no idea. But anyway, so these were going down and just coming along nicely. So yeah, the roof was going well. It's all looking good, I was thinking. I still thought it was a little constraints, but I've almost done the buildings. Then I noticed I missed a column top. So I looked at that and thought, maybe I want a double roof effect. So I placed those and then thought, maybe I could experiment with the colours, but then I found a little combination I liked. I was playing around with it a bit. So I stuck with that combination and began placing. So those were done, and I got placing on the second layer of roofs. I don't think I'll put anything on top of this just for the interest of this, because it's a bit, well, nah. So this is all looking good. So let me know what you guys think of this structure, and also, as always, I'm open to suggestions. Well, I know I can certainly say what one coaster is going to be in this park.